Hey everyone, Steven from Straight Fire Picks. We got best bets for the 2022 NBA playoffs on Monday, May 2nd, 2022. We're going to have NBA player prop spreads over-unders here for you today. We're going to have two picks that are great value bets for this Monday NBA slate. As always, just want to thank you all for your continued support here on the channel. If you're new to the channel here today, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We are now on the road to 6,000 subscribers. As always, just want to tell you all that I appreciate all of you here at the channel and for your support. Really has been a fun journey growing as a community with you. Reminder here at the channel, guys, that we are also now partnered with Prize Picks. So use our code SFP for a 100% deposit match on your first deposit up to $100. Really a great app, guys. It's a lot of fun to use. Highly encourage you to check it out. You can put multiple picks together into an entry and win a lot of money. And you can bet on just about anything on Prize Picks. I mean, they even cover like e-gaming and all sorts of stuff. So it's a lot of fun to use. Go check that out. Like I said, use our code SFP or use one of our links that we have down below in the comment section and in the description. Be sure to also check out our community Discord page as well. It's a great place to connect with our community and to get new ideas for bets. We'll also have a link down in the comment section and in the description of that. Be sure to also drop your favorite pick down below for today's action. If you like your pick included in our comment capper section, just be sure to put a star or an asterisk next to your pick, and we'll include your pick in the video if it hits. Okay, now a quick shout out to our Straight Fire MVPs. So you see this beautiful list here running beside me of all of our Straight Fire MVPs. As always, we are actually at our setup, so I can actually properly give them a shout out here. If you guys are interested in becoming a Straight Fire MVP, there is a join button down below. We'll also have a link in the comment section and in the description. Great way to support the channel. It's just $3.99 per month. You get some custom emojis and a badge next to your name, so be sure to check that out. Okay, now results from the previous episode. So for our comment cappers, we ain't got to get the bag. Once again, dropping the heat in the chat. Calling the Bobby Portis over 23.5 points plus rebounds. Portis had himself a pretty big night there. Love to see that. Was able to cash that fairly easily. And then for our stream results, we got the 3-0 sweep. We brought out the brooms, even though I don't have a broom here with me, but we did bring out the brooms. We got the 3-0 sweep. That's what we love to see. We were able to cash the Jason Tatum under 30.5 points. He cashes that easily. He finishes with 21. Really just had a tough game. And the Bucks did play that aggressive defense on him. They really forced the ball out of his hands. Love to see it. And the Bucks delivered on the defensive end. That's why they won game one. Love to see that. Then we had the Grizzlies plus 2.5 spread. This was really close. Grizzlies lost the game by 1, but we did cover the spread. Love to see that. Then we had Andrew Wiggins over 5.5 rebounds for plus value. Was able to cash that as he finishes the game with 8. I get a little bit nervous with him lately of him getting back into the game in the fourth, but he did come back and he did cash, which is all that counts. It's what we love to see. Like I said, we got the 3-0 sweep. Let's get back after it today, though, guys. Let's get this 2-0. So let's get right into our picks here. At number 1. We are going with Tyrese Maxey over 3.5 rebounds here for the Philadelphia 76ers at plus 102 odds. So yes, this is another plus line on a rebound line. One thing I've really noticed during the playoff, guys, is a few things. For one, a lot of unders have hit as far as points, at least for me anyway. A lot of points, assist lines, a lot of those types of unders are hitting. But as far as rebounds go, a lot of guards are actually cashing the rebound lines, if you pay attention closely. And Tyrese Maxey in that series with the Raptors was one of them. He cashed this line in 4 out of the 6 games versus the Toronto Raptors last series with a hook. So he was getting on the glass quite a bit. And what are we missing here today for the 76ers? We have no Joel Embiid. So that means this is going to be more of a team rebounding effort here for the 76ers. Obviously, Embiid is the primary rebounder, so with him off the floor, I think this will create more opportunities here for Maxey. And I love, for one, his minute count. He's averaging 41.8 minutes per game so far this playoffs, which we'd love to see that. Like I said, no Joel Embiid on the floor also helps out a lot. They're going to need him to go after rebounds and be a little bit more aggressive that way. And, so far during the playoffs, he is averaging 8 rebound chances per game, so it's pretty solid overall. We only need him to get 4, and like we said, we're getting plus value here, which is, obviously what I love here. He's also averaging 0.2 more rebounds on the road at 3.3 per game this year. Now, obviously, look at that average. You're like, I don't know if I really love that. Like I said, with the playoffs, the way things have been going, there's been a lot of rebounds flying around. Like I said, particularly for guards. We saw Trae Young last series when he took on the Heat, put up rebound logs of 8, 1, 4, 6, and 6. So he cashed his rebound line in 4 of the 5 games versus the Heat, and I think Tyrese Maxey here could do that. He's going to be playing a bit of point guard in a similar fashion as Trae Young. Obviously, he'll have James Harden at point as well, primarily, but Tyrese Maxey also will run point as well. You'll definitely see a lot of that. Like I said, you'll see a lot of minutes in particular from Tyrese Maxey, which is the thing that really kind of sticks out with this spot, because you look at what Trae Young did against the Heat. He had a lot of success rebounding the basketball. And what I love for Maxey here is he's going to play big minutes. He's going to play 40-plus minutes this game, most likely. And he'll definitely have a lot of opportunity to cash this line. He's already 2 out of his last 3 versus the Heat as well to this line. And the last game they played without Joel Embiid in Philly, if you recall, he put up 28 points and he had 5 rebounds. So, and that was in a regular season game where he only played 28 minutes. So here, like I said, he's going to get probably 12 to 13, 14 more minutes in this game, and he needs 1 less rebound than what he got in that game. So, like I said, I think he can really get there fairly easily. This is a very manageable line. I mean, he could get this quick. This is the type of line I've seen people clear quick, which we'd love to see that. So, do love it there, guys. For our number 1 pick, Tyrese Maxey, over 3.5 rebounds here for the Philadelphia 76ers at plus 102 odds. Okay, and finally, at number 2, we're rolling with DeAndre Ayton, under 18.5 points here for the Phoenix Suns at minus 110 odds. So, guys, Ayton has gone under in 6 out of his last 7 games here versus the Mavericks with a hook. So the only one he cashed, he had 19. And he actually cashed his over in 5 out of 6 versus the Pelicans last series. So he's actually coming off a series where he played really well, cashed his lines. So why am I fading him here? Well, obviously the matchup with the Mavs, he has struggled versus the Mavs in the past, which I love to see that. Right now, the Mavs overall just playing great defense. They are 5th best in defensive rating in the playoffs. And we have Devin Booker back here for the Phoenix Suns, right? And a little bit more healthier than he was in Game 6. So I think in this spot, I really love the under here for Ayton, especially with Booker back. Not listed on the injury report, so expecting him to be back to his normal self here for Booker. Which is obviously what we'd love to see. And that's going to bring DeAndre Ayton's usage down, obviously, as they're not going to be looking to go into him quite as much. But like I said, the Mavericks are very disciplined on defense, which is what I love. And honestly, they held Gobert last series versus the Mavericks under this in every single game. Even though he's not quite the same level of scorer as DeAndre Ayton. But he had logs of 10, 17, 17, 15, 8, and 5. What really stood out, though, was the 10, the 8, and the 5, where Gobert was hardly involved at all. So it showed a very good ability to hold him under. And I think, like I said, I think they could do the same thing here with Ayton, especially with Devin Booker now being back. On the season, this is an average matchup here for Ayton. The Mavericks allow the 15th fewest points to centers, right in the middle of the pack. But like I said, right now the Mavericks are playing great defense. That's a lot of the reason they advanced in the first round versus the Jazz. Didn't even have Luka Doncic for a lot of that series, and really were beating up on the Jazz. And really, a lot of that was on the defensive end. So I think taking unders in a game like this makes a lot of sense. Both these teams are actually very good defensively. Both the Suns and the Mavericks, 2 very good defensive teams. So I do love it there, guys. We're gonna fade Ayton today. Hopefully, just throws a lot of bricks. That's what we're hoping. Like I said, the history is definitely on our side. And this Mavericks defense playing well right now, and we got Devin Booker back. So, love it there for our number 2 pick, DeAndre Ayton, under 18.5 points here for the Phoenix Suns at minus 110 odds. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for our picks. If you enjoyed the content, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 6,000 subscribers. Some additional thoughts that I had here on these 2 games, some other things that I did look heavily at in the research that I had, was Luka Doncic under 7.5 assists. Obviously, tough matchup for Doncic versus that Suns defense. And I don't think Doncic is going to really be looking to kick it as much to his teammates. And even if he does, you're relying on guys to knock down threes, basically, because it's not like he has a great pick and roll thing going inside that he could attack with, like, Powell. Or Powell doesn't get hardly anything as far as points or nothing like that. So, as far as that, I do like the underlook there on Doncic, but that line is tight. Taking under 7.5 on Doncic just feels wrong in so many ways. So I didn't want to do it because, like I said, it's very tight. He did have 8 assists last game, but before that, I believe he had 5 and 4. So he definitely could go under. I definitely lean that way. Maybe a good pick for like a same game parlay if you want to bump it up to like under 9.5 or even under 8.5 might be a solid look there. And then the other looks that I had were the Suns -5.5 spread. That's a lean for me. The Suns have won 9 straight versus the Mavericks, so you like to see that. And this is going to be game 1 at home, so the Suns should have a lot of energy. Mavericks have been playing so tough lately, though, so it's hard for me to send it on them. I still lean that way, but the Mavericks defense has been great lately, and I could just, there's something in my gut telling me that the Mavericks really could win this game, even though to me it doesn't make any sense. My gut is telling me, these Mavericks, Steve, I don't know, they could pull it off. They definitely could. And then in the other game, I was leaning James Harden under 9.5 assists there. Even under his points, I think are great looks as well. He is really, going to be the focal point for the 76ers offense, and the Heat will probably key in on him. The last series we called with Trae Young, they keyed in on Trae Young, and Trae Young got just about nothing. I believe he was held to single digits twice, and then he was held to like 11 or something like that, and the other one 11 or 12. So, yeah, I mean, Harden could definitely have a tough time here versus the Heat as well. And with no Embiid, I think it makes it even worse, to be honest with you. You don't want teams keying in. The other one I was looking at was also Tobias Harris over 7.5 rebounds. Obviously, no Embiid, no primary rebounder. Harris will also get more opportunities in addition, to the play that we had on Maxey. Those are some other looks that I had. Like I said, just leans for me. Those weren't plays. I look at the books right now as just being very sharp at what they do. Even these lines today. These lines are sharp, guys, particularly in the playoffs. So, nothing's coming easy in the playoffs. A lot of things are cashing right on the hook, but it's just kind of the nature of the beast right now. But do love the picks that we have for today. If you guys enjoyed the content, like I said, subscribe to the channel. Check out all of our social media links. Check out our prize pick links as well. Use our code SFP for that deposit match. Check out our Straight Fire MVP program as well. Great way to support the stream. We also have merchandise on our website, straightfirepicks.com. You guys can get some cool merchandise as well. Other than that, though, guys, that's going to do it for me. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and we will catch you all back here next time. Peace out.